What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Get this. Dillian Whyte begged his team to allow him to inject morphine into his shoulder so he could fight Otto Wallin after the angry Swede wanted him to prove that he was injured when the Brit pulled out their bout. Wow. Okay. The British heavyweight was set to take on the Swede at the O2 Arena in London, but had to pull out in a dramatic style after suffering a shoulder injury in training. A furious Wallin called on Whyte to be examined by an independent doctor to prove that it was a genuine injury, and later admitted that he was frustrated because he was desperate to step in the ring with the body snatcher. Wow. Whyte is now, of course, expected to skip the fight with Wallin and go straight for Tyson Fury. And after he beat Deontay Wilder in their trilogy fight last month in Vegas, okay? But now Whyte has acted angrily and claims his shoulder injury came at a convenient time amid Wallin's demands for an independent examination. And this is what Whyte had to say. Whyte said, I'm always willing to go and ready to fight. But my injury, I tried to make the fight. I begged my team to put some morphine in my shoulder to numb it for 3 or 4 rounds and go in there and give it hell. But they said, don't be stupid. This isn't your last fight. It's not like you're 40 and have one fight left in your career. So they're the brains and I'm the muscle man. And I have to listen to what they say because they've guided me well and taken no wrong steps in my career. Okay, Wallin also claimed that he lost 18,000 pounds in training cost in his preparation for the bout before Whyte hit back, labeling his opponent and his promoter Dimitri Salita babies, while claiming he lost 150,000 in his training camp. Last week, Whyte told Fury's team to expect a major bidding war for a mega million TV rights for their fight. The result would also decide whether that world heavyweight title fight would be televised on BT Sports in the UK and ESPN in America, or DAZN on both sides of the Atlantic. So, let me counterpunch. I feel that if Dillian Whyte wanted to inject morphine in his system, and of course that would have to be provedly done. He couldn't hide the injury in order to get that type of injection. 3 or 4 rounds and give him hell. I don't think that would have been smart either. I think the best thing would have been, if you got that mad about it, just show the man that you were injured. Just do a live Instagram or on your social media, or go on your channel, which Dillian Whyte has a YouTube channel, and look at the incisions where the doctors went in and show where the marks are, or the scars of the incision. Okay? I remember when Paulo Malignaggi called out Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao was saying that Mayweather was hurt in the Floyd Mayweather fight. That's why he couldn't do what he wanted to do. That's why he didn't win the fight. But Paulo Malignaggi had a good point. Like, where is the incisions? Where are the scars? I don't see any of those. I've had shoulder injuries. I've seen other people with shoulder injuries. So, and because they've had shoulder injuries, they've had surgery to shoulder injuries, okay, to resolve the problem. So at that point, why don't you have them? So it would make more sense to Dillian Whyte, if he was that angry about it, just show the man what he wanted and give the man what he wanted so he could shut the fuck up. Counterpunch. That's easy. I remember when Vasyl Lomachenko had said he had, injury to his shoulder. But at least he had something, and a doctor, incisions, at post-surgery marks that he at least had surgery. It's on one of my shorts on YouTube, okay? Of a few, because I don't do too many shorts on YouTube. I do whole videos. But in one of those shorts, it showed that Vasyl Lomachenko had incisions where they made that he had surgery. So if that's all Otto Wallin wanted because he was angry or bitter or whatever, why didn't he just give it to him? Because him shooting morphine and shit in his shoulder is not the way. It's not the answer. It's not smart. Because one thing about it, if you went in and you gave him hell for 3 to 4 rounds and then you ended up losing because you don't have that shoulder no more, because you've hurt it more trying to get this guy out of here, which more than likely he couldn't, because Otto Whyte is a tough mother sucker and he can take certain punches. He took them from Dominic Brazil. Chances are he can take them from Dillian Whyte, especially for 3 or 4 rounds. So after the 5th to 6th round, then Otto Whyte starts getting in his shit, beating up a one-armed guy. Well, there you go. So his team was smart for pulling him out of that string of idea for him just trying to go brutality. Hey, shoot me up so I can get out there and blow this guy out. Doesn't mean that you're going to always do that. Okay, so it's a dangerous plan, and it doesn't leave more options to plan B. Okay, try to survive and use the jab, depending on which one. I don't remember what side that he had, which shoulder that he had the problem with, but that was not a smart idea. I think if he felt that strongly about doing something that way, he should have just showed Otto Whyte what was what. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Dillian Whyte saying that he wanted to inject morphine into his shoulder in order to fight Otto Whyte that claimed that he was faking or lying about the injury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.